Hey guys, my name is Ryan and welcome to Overwatch Central. So the talk of Hero 27 has died down somewhat, but people are still coming up with theories on who Hero 27 could be. Well, today the focus won't necessarily be on who 27 could be, but more look at the heroes that it definitely won't be. We can work this out from a general rule of elimination. How are we going to do that? Well, we need to look at what Jeff Kaplan said about the hero previously in his unreal words surrounding Hero 27's identity. For those that are unaware of where the Hero 27 hype came from, it came from an interview with Jeff Kaplan about a month ago now, talking about Moira's launch because she was teased in the Doomfist Origin trailer. Jeff said this about it: "We were trying to subtly hint at her. She was in the Doomfist comic, and seeing how fans had glommed onto everything back in the Sombra ARG days, they literally picked apart everything. So we thought they would pick up a lot more. That was to do with Moira's tease in the launch trailer, which you're seeing on screen now that she was teased. Nobody knew who she was back then." But Jeff Kaplan then did hint at Hero 27, saying let's just leave it at that, a surprise that has previously been hinted at. So this generally means that Hero 27 has been hinted at. This is no new information, but I wanted to be really particular here. If I was defining the word hint, I would define it as a slight or indirect indication or suggestion. Why do I bring this up? Well, there are so many heroes that have been brought up and suggested to be Hero 27 that people think fit the bill, but they go past the level of a slight suggestion in inverted commas. They're much more established and present in the story, and they're not exactly being hinted at because they're definitely involved and front and center in the game. My general rule of thumb for this is if you've seen them in the comic and they talk, that's more than a hint. But I wanted to highlight 6 heroes in particular that I feel like people are going, oh, this could be Hero 27, that I think are missing this vital bit of information. So think of it like this: Hero 27 was hinted at in the same way that Moira was, then we need to look at how Moira was added into the game. She wasn't an established character in another person's comic or cinematic, she didn't speak at all, she was just present in the background, and that's the kind of thing that we're looking for Hero 27 as well. This is the only real tease when it comes to Hero 27 at this present time, so I figured that this was a good bit of information to go off. But the first hero I want to talk about is Athena. Everybody likes to focus on that old picture of Athena, but one of the other things that suggests that that isn't Athena is the fact that this was brought up in an archive panel at BlizzCon talking about the hero, and that wasn't meant to be Athena at all. The reason why people assume that this was Athena in the first place is the markings on the top of the head of this Omnic are very similar to Athena's little logo that she has for her UI. But again, has Athena been hinted at as a hero? No, not really, but she's more than a hint in the game. She's actually the voiceover for all of your matches that you have, so it's fair to say that she's kind of more than a hint at this point. I do like the idea of her being like Vision in the Avengers, where they take this AI construct and put it into a Omnic body. But it gets very confusing when you have the voiceover Athena mixed with the hero Athena, and what abilities could she have? It's all up for debate really. It's something that I would like to see, but I don't necessarily think that it's going to fit Hero 27 very well. Another hero that's had a lot of hints surrounding her is Juncker Queen, and we've spoken at length about why we don't think Juncker Queen would be a new hero anytime soon, but most certainly Hero 27. We have had hints about what she looks like and what kind of aesthetic she would have, but she has a voiceover in Junkertown, and whilst the community want to see this hero eventually, and myself included, I think it stretches far beyond the hint here as well. Another hero that I would very much like to see in the game at some point because he looks amazing is Maximilian, one of the head honchos for Talon. A big bad Omnic that seems to be running the show, maybe in a bit of a democracy with the likes of Reaper and Doomfist, but I certainly do get the impression from the comics that he's more the higher up and has been in control since Doomfist has been in jail. But he's a character that we've seen in the comics more and more in the origin trailer for Doomfist, and also Moira as well, and he's certainly a much more established character with more information and character development to go along the way. I do think we will see Maximilian in the game at some point, but when it comes to a hero that's been hinted at, I think Maximilian stretches beyond that, much like the other 3 heroes that we've gone over so far. Brigitte also fits that bill as well. She is a hero that has been in comics, she's been in the Reinhardt cinematic, and it would be really good to see another family storyline into the game with Brigitte being Torbjorn's daughter, but also seeing how Torbjorn and Reinhardt interact when it comes to being protective of Brigitte. Brigitte is more of a supporting character to Reinhardt more than anything else. She certainly could be a hero in the future, more so because the community liked seeing her in the Reinhardt cinematic, and when I like this hero, I like her aesthetic, I like her style. I would like to see her in the game, which is fair enough. I mean, that kind of happened with Doomfist, to be fair. But again, established character, not being hinted at. And the same could be said for Lynx. Lynx is a hero that I would really like to see in the game, actually, because I really enjoyed the Zarya Lynx combo in the comic where they're hunting down Sombra. I felt that he was a fairly interesting character. It's nice to see that not everybody in the Overwatch universe is deemed a hero that is very brave and put themselves out there. Lynx is a very conservative, reserved kind of Omnic. And with his bunny ears, it's cute, it's adorable. So maybe he could be a supporting character, maybe play in a defensive role, be a buildable kind of character, who knows really. But again, he has had enough airtime that would suggest that he's been more than hinted at this point. And finally, Ares is a hero. This doesn't really fit the bill. I think it's just a really stupid theory, to be fair. We have done a video on it, sure, and I enjoyed the sort of white rabbit chase of trying to work out where this could go, but I really don't think that it's going to be the next hero. We've done plenty of videos talking about who it may be, so I wanted to take the attention away from that and look at who it definitely won't be, just so everybody can really focus on the important aspects. But do let us know what you think Hero 27 is going to be in the comments below, and whether you disagree with any of this, whether you feel that heroes in this list can be hinted at and could be Hero 27, do let me know in the comments below. And until next time, take care, we'll see you then.